What up? What up? Wheat Field. What up, guys? What it do? Welcome back to the Wheat Field, y'all. Welcome to you. Oh my goodness, we were starting a live, y'all, and all of a sudden I started to feel emotional while we was writing the title. Like I definitely was getting somebody who needed to have some spiritual support. But it was like all while I was typing it to put in the title, we just started to get emotional. So I definitely feel like, spiritual support is needed. What up, guys? What it do? Welcome back to the Wheat Field, y'all. Welcome to you. If you're new, hey, welcome to you too. This is your girl La T here at Tears of Wheat Road Show. Where you showing up, never know what you're gonna get, beloved. Um, I don't know what somebody is going through, but I definitely feel spiritual support is needed. We got up this rising and we had to, spirit was like cleansing. So we took the opportunity to sweep up and dust and mop and all that good stuff, open up the doors and air things out, get some fresh air. We even listen to a lot of praise music, this rising and try to, lift up the spirits, call in the spirit of joy and really activate it. You know what I mean? But I feel like somebody kind of needs that message, you know what I mean, to really activate the spirit of joy, to lift them up. I'm definitely getting heart chakra energy. I'm feeling a sense of sadness, of grief all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Somebody that needed some uplifting. I mean, we always could be uplifted, you know what I mean? We all have our yoke to bear, beloved, and it can get heavy. And while we were taking a spiritual shower, we kind of prayed and was feeling those emotions, that energy was coming out to like really cleanse the heart chakra. Somebody may need to take a spiritual bath, call in prayer. Welcome, beloved, spiritual support, because somebody may be having some, some feelings of sadness, I'm feeling of grief, just like your yoke is heavy, like feeling burdened, beloved. And so spirit was on us to bring in spiritual support. So we also got a white candle, so we're gonna light it. Yeah, so for us, like the cleansing was good. It's like, sometimes to open up the doors and the windows to get that fresh breeze, that fresh air coming through the house, and the smell of like freshly mopped floors, and like whether you use lemon or we use vinegar, so that was definitely it. And yeah, definitely felt like removing, energy from the house and energetic cleansing. So, if you guys are into a message, you guys want to stick around and check it out, it's definitely going to be edifying unto us first and foremost, beloved. Yes, because we definitely feel the need to be spiritually strengthened. We, carry that yoke too, beloved, and to be, have that strength to bear the yoke that's on these shoulders, yes, to overflow, yes, and we give that good energy out to you guys too, so that you can have the spiritual support that you need to bear your yoke, beloved. Maybe get some advice from the spirit, see what they want to say, to help support us as we carry these loads. I say, yes, I feel like it's going to be good. So if you into it, hang on out. You know what I mean? We're going to do a little prayer. Thank you to the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega, for bringing this message. Again, let it be edifying unto self first and foremost. Bring it with truth and clarity so that we can feel supported as we bear the yoke. And sometimes you feel burdened by carrying it. Whatever it is that somebody is going through in their life, these situations and circumstances, trials and tribulations can make us feel weighed down, giving us a sentiment in our heart. Because, beloved, when I tell you, I almost start crying just writing in the title. I'm like, it's definitely something heavy and somebody needing some spiritual support. We definitely will take it on to self, and we ask that we overflow and it goes out and it reaches your weak, the person that needs it most. Let them be filled and edified in the spirit so that they may be strengthened to bear the yoke that has been placed upon them. I feel somebody that is feeling a heavy burden on this day and needed to be uplifted to feel that spirit of joy, beloved. And I ask that they receive it, that they overflow, and that we meet in the middle with unity and harmony and peace. Thank you so much, beloved. So if y'all into it, we definitely gonna get some prayer, beloved. Today's prayer for your week that needs it. Bless the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega. Look, we see be joyful in hope, patient in affliction. Joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer, beloved. It's the Most High God that brings the message. I do believe in magic, and look, that's right here on this card. Look at that. I do. Miracles every day. They happen all day long. And somebody may need that reminder, that miracles happen all day long. It is a miracle for us to be, to breathe, beloved. And as we be animated in this vessel, we know that the Most High God is with us and it makes all things possible. I ask that the Most High God strengthen whoever needs it. Look at that. I'm going to have to call you back. Whoever needs it, right? And you receive exactly what you need on this day. To know, again, being joyful in hope, patient in your afflictions, and faithful in prayer. The Lord is my strength and my song, and it has become my salvation. This is my God, and I will praise him. And I always say them because I acknowledge the Alpha and Omega. So if you don't like that, I can't apologize for the truth that they give unto us. But that's how they tell us to acknowledge them. For like in Genesis, first Genesis, 26 when they say, the Most High God let us make them in our image. So we always say them in all things, beloved. Just to make that clear. Bless you to you all who are checking in. We pray that you stay for a few minutes and see if it's edifying. If you like the message, then go ahead on and do, what we do. Subscribe and all of that stuff. Yes, we see quickening is here. Quickening. It says you can never really teach a warrior about the unknown with wounds. You must use experience. But if you see, that's what I'm getting. Somebody that's carrying a heavy yoke. Like maybe you've gone through some things and you are still experiencing some things. And you are doing your best to just live through it, to breathe through it. And I'm hearing that song, you can make it if you just pray through it, right? Again, and that's giving me this scripture: be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. To just continue to pray through it. And we're getting, this is Romans 12:12, and it's giving me 3 and 3, right? 3 and 3. And it's like 3 could represent like the 3 of swords, you know what I mean? Like heartache and grief, something that's heavy, like having to endure, right? Endure something, and it could be, again, those trials and tribulations. But if you look into the eyes of a woman with power, you may catch up with her a little. She has years of truth ahead of you. However, her eyes can quicken you like a river heading toward the rapids. Open yourself with love, not with understanding. You cannot love with your mind, but listen from the heart, right? If a camel is walking down a path and another camel passes him, the first camel will go faster to keep up. This is how power works. Don't learn everything with your mind. Quicken your spirit by letting go of attachments and move to a stronger vibration of power. And I know that prayer strengthens our vibration. It gives us hope. It gives us that edification. It gives us strength. It gives us the patience that we need to kind of move through any sort of affliction that you're experiencing. And we're going to experience it in life. Life is full of tests, right? And each test develops a testimony. We are growing through the journey, right? And that doesn't mean it doesn't get hard. It doesn't mean that we don't, feel grief, that we don't have those days where we are just feeling like the heaviness of the yoke, like carrying that burden, and to have that spiritual support to help you bear it and come to balance, beloved, I feel is, why the Spirit is giving us the affirmation to pray. So I don't know, who may need this affirmation. Again, Romans 12:12, beloved. But I'm feeling like at the end of the day, is the number 6, right? 3 and 3 breaks down to 6. I'm seeing giving and receiving. If you continue to put out that good energy, trying to listen and learn with your heart, beloved, and not so much with the mind, right? Even if it's ruminating thoughts, mulling over things, or just kind of just being very logical instead of empathy, sympathy, right? a sense of compassion and understanding, or to understand with your heart through empathy and sympathy, we can issue out a sense of compassion. And I feel like as we continue to do that, that compassion comes back in. I'm also getting Corinthians, where it says again, to glorify in your afflictions, because those afflictions actually teach us something, right? In our weakness, the strength of the Most High God is made perfect. We can endure. So whatever the situation that somebody is managing, the burden, the yoke that's on their shoulders at this time, just know that it's not going to last forever. It's only going to be a short while, and that you can get through it. And if you are needing support, beloved, I feel like the Spirit is saying not only to pray or meditate, whichever way you connect, but also know that you are never alone. There are others that are here that can support you and that will support you. I'm feeling you will bear witness to something 44. I'm also thinking about protection, right? It says, live in your sacred witness. Live in your sacred witness, right? This inner place of silence and observing is your true identity. And we were just talking about prayer or meditation, a place where you can observe your trueness, your realness, even if it's just taking a look at things from a different perspective, to look at it with your heart instead of your mind, is what I'm getting. Therefore, that is your true power. Your sacred witness is all that you really have when all else is gone, right? Like monoliths in an ancient valley of great stones, it observes and remembers the passage of the ages. The answers that you find through the timelessness of spirituality and the innocence of nature offer the infinite. And it's funny that they said in nature, right? Because we got the energy of grounding, to ground yourself, right? Go deep and explore your roots. And that's exactly what this is describing. To go into your sacred place, your sacred witness is what I'm getting. And that is your soul, beloved, the source of us living. It's like being able to see things in a whole different way. What is the bigger picture? What is it teaching me? How is it growing me? How do I derive meaning from this thing? How do I withstand, the situation? How am I strengthened by it? And to know that as long as the source of you living is with you, you can endure and you can get through. It says the answers that you find through this timelessness of spirituality and the innocence that nature offers is infinite. So I'm definitely picking up like the ability to witness like the natural law of things. I'm definitely getting seasons, right? That we all go through seasons, and sometimes that season might be tough. You might be experiencing heartache or some sort of trial and tribulation in this season, and to witness like the miracle of nature is what I'm getting. The miracle of nature. It's like, okay, we've been through spring, right? We've seen everything blossom and bud, and summertime, the height of things, the fall, things are going to start to fall away. And then the winter, where everything is kind of resting, it's taking on the intelligence of that season and is learning so that it can blossom again. That much stronger, that much more edified for the next go round. It is adapting, it is evolving, right? And we go through that as well. And sometimes when we can sit in that space and witness, not only self, but we can see, I'm getting the natural law, like the natural order of things, and understand like how we fit into that realm as well, then it makes it that much easier to endure, to kind of carry the burden of the affliction, knowing that it's only going to last for a season, that it does teach us something. It does help us to adapt. It does help us become more flexible. It does help us to evolve. And at the end of the day, we can count that to the good, beloved, for all things work towards the good. It says each human being is on his or her own path. Each is different from yours. Answers to your questions are rarely found in another human. It says answers to your own questions. You can get answers to your questions by reflecting on nature and conversing with your own sacred witness, right? And that's kind of like exactly what we just said before we even read the card. You want this? To all who receive the Most High God and those who believe, they gave the right to become children of the Most High. I'm getting John 1:12. And it says, I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you. That's John 14:18. So you definitely are not orphaned. You are not alone, right? Your spirit, your soul, the source of us living is always with you. And we can witness that miracle just by sitting in nature. Creation, right? I feel like we are whole, we are complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. Even though sometimes we can have that sentiment, like something's wrong, something's missing, I'm lacking something. But creation itself is incredibly abundant, and everything comes from the spirit. So if your spirit is with you, then you have everything that you need to get through. I feel the spirit moves over everything, beloved, everything that they made, the beginning and the ending, the Alpha and the Omega. So from that standpoint, grounding yourself in the truth, knowing that you are not just you. Like, you're not carrying this yoke by yourself. Your soul is with you always, and you can quiet yourself. You can speak with, that essence of you. And even if you call it the Most High God, however you connect to it, just make that connection and stay faithful in prayer. And I feel like it will lighten your load, beloved. Getting sacred soul. We see consciousness here. Thank you to the Most High God. Thank you for those who are staying. I know it's a heavy message. It's differently different. We are Tears and Wheat Tarot show from the Tears and Wheat parable. We are the good seed, right? We are called for good bread, but we know those tares are sown in, right? Those weeds that will come to choke out, your harvest, your crop, your purpose, right? And it makes things difficult. They look just like us, beloved. You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell the difference until it bears fruit. And sometimes when it bears its fruit, see, you can't tell the difference, discernment, until it bears fruit, right? But these trials and tribulations teach us discernment. It shows us like how to put in those boundaries. Be like, okay, I've seen that before. I know what it looks like. So therefore, I'm not going to allow that around me. Escapism is also here. Detach from daily struggles, right? And relax. And I'm definitely getting somebody detaching from that struggle and finding a way to relax in nature, right? To ground themselves. It says relax, but don't use it as a form of avoidance. Don't necessarily have to avoid the challenge, but sometimes you need to detach so that you can discern. You can figure out what it is that you need to do. Allow your spirit to speak to you, to give you guidance. Allow it to order your steps, beloved. For you are not alone. I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you, right? Your spirit, the essence of you, the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega, will come to you. It will speak to you, right? Having that intimate relationship and staying prayerful as you are going through, you will receive what you need in order to make it through, to overcome. Because you are an overcomer. You are a victor. You are not a victim of anything. A mysterious shift will happen, right? Personal growth happens quickly, and I'm picking up on that card, quickening, that we already read. It happens in ways that you may not initially understand. Like, it may be like, again, we talked about magic and miracles earlier. They may have been being funny, but it's true, right? When the Most High God show up and show out and everything just seemed to fall together in pieces, like, you just be like, now how did that happen? Yeah, because it can happen like that. Miracles still happen every single day. People are healed in miraculous ways every single day. Situations clear up. Where you think it was a road blockage, all of a sudden it's cleared up, or another way has been made. Something comes to you, it comes across your feeds. You see a billboard, you get something that says, go this way, or look at this. It's going to lead you down the path. But of course, we're practicing and learning discernment, right? Don't run from difficult emotions. Sit with them and allow them to shift. What kind of shift is it going to have? A mysterious shift. It's going to be mysterious. See, discernment says don't run from difficult emotions. Sit with them and allow them to shift. Right? Personal growth can happen quickly in ways that you may not initially understand. A mysterious shift can and will happen. And I'm feeling this energy of you sitting with that, those emotions, going within self, observing the natural law, understanding that it's only for a season, beloved. Yeah, weeping endures for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Things will change. Self doubt is here. Don't have any doubt. Know that everything and anything is possible with the Most High. God will work it out, it will make a way. So if you need some spiritual support on this day, activate your spirit of joy. Go sit in nature. Know that if the Most High God provides for every small thing, right now in this day we using up their resources, but they done learned how to freaking put rocks in a bottle so that they can get the water out and drink the water. Like, nature finds a way. It learns the same way that we learn. Nature learns, right? Even people who are putting out bottles, like those little hamster sippy things, and the squirrels come up there and drink the water. They know how to come and ask for help because we are all up in their space. But nature learns. We are continuously learning and growing and discerning. We are always evolving and adapting. To be flexible, beloved. Be flexible. You never know what this situation is showing you, what door it is opening up for you. I definitely feel somebody is going to have a shift, a mysterious shift, and they're going to move forward. And look, the card said don't come out of your head overthinking. Somebody is overthinking. Like, to come out of your head and feel with your heart, beloved. Allow your heart chakra to be open so that you can receive. Not only will you receive a word from the Most High God, will it strengthen you, will it encourage you, will it support you, but it will also order your steps so that you know what to do. Analyzing every possible outcome and becoming paralyzed by indecision. Somebody is unable to make the decision because they are thinking and thinking and thinking. And the spirits say they want you to ground yourself, to step back, to quiet yourself and listen to the wisdom that's already built in. It's already built in. Passion is here. And I feel it waning in reverse. Like, not feeling like, you have that willingness to get up and go get it. Almost like a sentiment of depression, beloved. So much is going on and you are thinking about how you're going to get through, how I'm going to carry all of this, how I'm going to make it happen, get through this particular affliction or a series of them. Because somebody could have a multitude of things going on, multiple things going on all at once. Yeah, soul time. See, touch base with your soul. The source of us living. Touch base with your soul, beloved. The frequency of the soul asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. A new reality to emerge. One that embraces the concept that while the corporal body, this body, is mortal, that the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. And we had that card where it says this right here, right? It says, the answers that you find through the timelessness of spirituality and the innocence of nature offer the infinite, beloved. Offer the infinite. There's infinite possibilities and there's an infinite creativity. What the Most High God can and will do, we have no, it's infinite possibilities. There's nothing that it cannot do, right? So when we come out of our head and away from self-doubt, worrying and ruminating about what is happening and disconnect and detach from all of that, ground ourselves and root ourselves in the truth, that the truest essence of you, your soul, is timeless, is limitless, right? There is nothing that the source of you, the source of us living, cannot do. We come away from that space and we allow the infinite to take place. Creation can unfold. You will see things mysteriously and miraculously shift in your life. Again, they telling me to reread this card. Soul time. The frequency of the soul asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Yes. And I'm picking up on the number 44444. We called out 44 here on this card, and that speaks to protection. And 444 definitely is another, another number of protection, is what we were getting at. I'm definitely being told to slow down because this is a heavy message and I want to get it out right. Thank you to the Most High God. We do see the energy of blocked heart chakra, issues, affection, balance, compassion, empathy, healing, love, being mindful, the ability to nurture on self, and maybe some concerns in relationships. Right, root chakra is here and throat chakra. This is the ability to feel secure, not only in the physical plane, but also in our bodies, right? So it says stimulates passion, and we see passion came out, but the spirit put it in reverse, right? So somebody's passion is not stimulated right now. You may have some self doubt in understanding what are the options to resolve this affliction that you're going through. I'm feeling somebody carrying something heavy, and it could be a couple of things that are bothering you, and the spirit wants you to ground and pray and kind of get out into nature and see how the Most High God cares for all things, and truly in your heart that it will care for you too. So it says stimulate passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well in the physical world, right? And then we see throat chakra. We did say heart chakra, healing is here. So speak it out. Speak out healing. Speak out goodness. Call your word. Like I'm getting the instrument of the throat, like the power of life and death being in the tongue, beloved. How are you speaking about it? Even if you are speaking onto self, is it a product of overthinking, right? Are your words relative to what you were thinking or based on what you were feeling, right? Are you able to use the power of the tongue to call healing over your life, to call restoration over your life? Again, using that power of prayer, right? And that's definitely activating the throat chakra. It says, the blue flower of life supports our self expression and our sense of peace and balance. Yes, peace and balance. Speak peace, speak balance. Claim your victory, claim your restoration. Understanding that, yeah, I might be going through right now, but it's not going to last forever. It is a season. And once this season is over, like I can endure this season, I can get through it. I have everything that I need built in to make it through, to bear this yoke. But I definitely feel somebody needing to ground and connect in the spirit to have that sense of support. We getting some mindful messages. Yes, you want chakra too? No. We see perseverance. They point out perseverance, right? So that you can get through. You can continue to persevere. Thank you to the Most High God for bringing this message. I definitely feel somebody's energy, and I definitely feel that it's very heavy. I'm feeling a sense of grief. Look, this one, you want this? This? Yes. See, nurturing. Nurturing is heavy. This is a challenge. Subconscious mind, subconsciously, right? Some emotions, right? It may be some sort of belief, right, that could be holding you back from your desire, right? And again, it said, if I want more money, I may have been told things growing up that I am subconsciously holding on to. So I go back to my past and release beliefs that no longer align, substituting them for those that do. So you may have to think, back, am I telling myself, something that's a fallacy? Is this belief really true? Does it really line up, to what I can witness everything in other places, like that silent witness that we talked about. When you witness nature, there's no lack. like that. You know what I mean? Some people hoard resources or they overtake areas, but nature finds a way. You know what I mean? If we allow nature to be nature, it is abundant. There's every single thing in it in order for it to sustain itself. It is a whole system that sustains itself, beloved. Everything cycles and recycles. There's seasons to everything, is what I'm getting. And I feel like you have everything that you need in order to sustain self. Like if you really go within and sit and allow the spirit to kind of calm your resonance and really tune your frequency, it will pull up out of you exactly what you need. It will speak to you. It will tell you what you need to hear so that you can get through. You can feel that strength and perseverance so that you can manage what's in front of you. Again, from that space, every opportunity will start to come in. Whether it is, I need this type of resource, I need this type of resource, or this outlet, or something to solve this issue. I feel like they will start to come in. You will start to see things. Things come against your feed. It'll be this program or that program. These types of resources will find their way to you. Your prayers will be answered, beloved, from that space. And I also see the energy of nurturing you. Nurture you. It's okay to want to stay home and be alone. Yeah, sometimes you need to just ground yourself and like take some me time, like disconnect from everything else. And you're like, you know what, I'm taking a minute for self. Like I gotta get self right, because if I don't get self right, then I'm not no good for nobody else, beloved. I gotta tune in to me. This is what I'm getting. And it says, for those days, take some time to relax and just simply be, to ground yourself, to just simply be, right? To just simply spend some time with you. And it's okay for you to do that, right? Honor those feelings. Honor how you feel and take the day to do what nurtures you. Is that right? Yes. I hear present. In this present moment, I have nothing to worry about. I take life step by step as I follow my desires and my intuition, joyfully overcoming any bumps along the way. When I live like this, I don't have to worry about the future. Take it day by day, step by step. Tomorrow will take care of itself, is what I'm getting. And I'm getting again that energy that is going to be worked out. Like, say, if somebody is up against a time limit and they're worrying about the future, concerned about this certain thing is going to come to pass, that is going to happen. I got to solve it. I got to solve it. And you're overthinking. I'm feeling like, worry about today. Be in today. Connect today and do what you can do that's in your realm of control for today. As you get through today, tomorrow will take care of itself. I feel like the Most High God has already made a way for tomorrow, the same way it made the way for today. But to take the time to connect and to listen and just I'm getting really calmed down. I'm really feeling an anxious type of nervousness where like somebody is really concerned or under some heavy burdens, right? And whatever it is that's afflicting you, whatever it is that you are going through, somebody is really, really thinking about it really heavy. And the spirit just wants you to calm down, to tune your resonance, to slow down and even just breathe, beloved, to breathe, to ground yourself, to go in deep and explore your roots. Even if you think about like how you always come through, like I've been through so many things in my life, like this thing and that thing and this thing, and we always find a way. The Most High God always makes a way. This too will be the same way. Something is going to shift. Something is going to move, beloved. It will work out well for you, is what I'm getting. Creator of happiness is here. Creator of happiness. It says, I reclaim my power to create my own joy and happiness. It is not dependent on any outside source or individual. Therefore, it cannot be taken away. it can always be found within me. That's right. And I'm getting your soul, the source of us living. I'm getting the master's joy. Like, joy is not of this world, so therefore the world cannot take it away. We definitely go through things, and it causes us to have that sentiment, right? You're going to experience grief. You're going to experience hardship. But it says, be joyful in hope and patient in affliction, right? That's exactly the scripture that the Spirit pulled out. Be joyful in hope and patient in your affliction, because it could be that's the thing that is like being required at this time is patience for things to be worked out, for the solutions to come in, right, beloved, for all the pieces to be lined up, for whatever resource that you need to be brought to you, for you to be put in a position, for that to be put in position. But it's still going to work out, beloved. It always does. It always does. I thank y'all so much for sticking around here. I know this is a different tarot show. Not nothing that y'all probably really sit around before. We definitely mix testimony with tarot. You know what I mean? Because to me, that life, that's what life is. We go through tests to build the testimony. And when we share that with one another, we can encourage each other. We can share empathy and sympathy. We can get a deeper understanding. We can share compassion and give compassion to one another. And doing that, we all become, knowledgeable. Like, again, because how many times you go and speak to somebody and you are talking about something and somebody can overhear, oh, you know what, I know somebody that does that. Or, you know what, go over here, such and such and such and such. They help out with that. It's all about, that camaraderie and that connection, the connectivity. Like what we give to one another. And yeah, if we do that more often, I feel people will definitely feel more supported. It will give you, what you need and to feel and know that you can persevere. It's helpful, beloved. Let it all go is here, and we see be vulnerable. See, that's that vulnerability. To be vulnerable, right? There's strength in that. But oftentimes it's like we feel like we need to carry these things alone and just be silent and suffer in silence, and that's not true. We can help each other through connection. It says be vulnerable. Vulnerability is strength. Lay your cards out on the table and reveal the true you. Keep your mind and heart open. There's no need to protect yourself. And that's what we were just saying, testimony to Tarot, right? Or just testimony in general. We go through these things so we can share with one another how we got through. And even if you look back on how you've always gotten through, that will encourage you. It will help give you patience during this affliction. Continuing to pray the same way that you've always prayed, the way that you call in that goodness and state it. I know that a way will be made, the way maker. Anything else in here, Spirit? Say no. Dance, sing, play. The universe works fast when you're just having fun. Manifest faster from a place of joy. When we hold on to joy, to be joyful in hope, right? And we're patient. But the universe, the Most High God, it comes in faster when we are sitting in a place of joy. That's why we don't allow anything to take our joy. It doesn't mean that we don't hurt. It doesn't mean that we don't have afflictions. But to hold on to joy, beloved, don't become hopeless. When we become hopeless and we're depressed and we lose that passion, that zeal, that zest for life itself, beloved, then that's when those other things start to happen. Appreciate all that you have. Let go of how you think, overthinking. Your life should be, let go of how you think your life should be and celebrate all that it is. Needing nothing attracts everything. Needing nothing attracts everything. And that's why I love the concept of us sitting out in nature. It lets you see how abundant creation is. Also, when you just think about self, we also see patience. I gotta pull that because that's what this scripture says. Be joyful in hope and patient in affliction. And this talks about patience, right? And we saw self-doubt. So to trust and release doubt, Patience. Great things take time to manifest quickly. Trust more than you doubt. And all of those work well together, right? Again, joyfulness helps things manifest more quickly. To have patience and keep joy and hope, again, it helps things manifest more quickly. To be vulnerable and to speak your truth, right? You never know what resources are around you or people that can help and support you. And also speaking truth in a sense of your throat chakra. How are you speaking out your life? How are you claiming it? How are you, talking to self? How are you talking to the universe, the Most High God, when you are speaking that out? Your words have power. What you speak out will return. It will manifest. So if you speak goodness, if you claim victory, if you know, I know the resources are here, I just have to find them, or the Most High God is delivering them. The Alpha say, Alpha say they are already there. They are on their way. They are making their way to me. I know that the way is already made, beloved. Claim it and say it, right? To feel that emotion, it definitely will help somebody lighten their yoke so that they can bear it. This one. Thank you to the Most High God. I don't understand what the, yeah, I do. Yeah, because somebody is definitely going through. See, the magician, the ability to manifest, right? The ability to manifest, resourcefulness, right? That's that first word, resourcefulness. The resources that you need will come in. Use the power of the tongue to speak it out, and speak it from a place of knowingness, from joy, knowing that every time you've gone through, no matter what the circumstances was, no matter what the test was, no matter what the trial, the tribulation, you came out, beloved, then that gives us confidence. We can hold on, we can be patient during this affliction because we know we have hope. Hold on to hope, even if you feel a little shaky to say that I know, but hold on to hope and it definitely will work out. Stay in prayer, and what you speak out, speak it with confidence, knowing that you can speak to the mountain and it will move, beloved. Faith of a mustard seed. Anything else in here? Spirit say no. Judgment. The judgment has already been called, right? You will be able to figure out what is the next right step. Discernment, right? You will know. The Spirit will speak to you. It will tell you which way to go. It may just say, you know what, go over here such and such and such and such place. And you have no idea why the Spirit told you to do it. But you listened, you was obedient, you followed instruction. And lo and behold, there's somebody over there that has the resources that you need to help solve this affliction. I'm getting mysterious shift. Like the assignment has already been placed. Like that person was assigned to go there and they waiting on you to go too. Like y'all gonna meet up at the right place. What you need is already being put in place, is what I'm getting. This one. This one. Okay. Right here on the bottom it does say chill the fuck out. Too. But I'm getting that touch base with nature, to go outside and ground yourself. Right? To come out of your mind, right? Chakras loaded and ready, and be here now. Definitely being here now in the present, right? It says, come on, inner peace. I don't have all day, right? Be here now. Be in the present. And Spirit is saying that's a challenge. Like somebody is in time. And when I say sitting in time, I mean sitting in the past and sitting in the future. Past things that's happened and that could still be weighing heavy on you. And things in the future, concerned about getting it done on time, having it resolved on time. What is going to happen in that time or at that time. Be present now, beloved. What can you do now? Bless you all who are staying. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is just your girl T. We are a spiritual reader, a channeled messenger to bring messages from the Spirit. Hopefully it's edifying onto you. Hopefully it's helpful. Silence your inner critic, right? And the Spirit says sit in silence. Observe, right? Witness, right? To just be able to look at it, to observe it. And a lot of things is all about how we see it, right? We get to decide how we see it. Is it something that's going to overtake us, or is it a challenge for us to overcome, beloved, knowing that you are an overcomer? How do you see it? How are you witnessing it? Silence your inner critic. Overthinking in the mind, thoughts just going and going and going and going. And sometimes it could be that negative speech, self doubt, things that put up resistance to your manifestations. Again, the Most High God, I mean, it's already moving. But the universe works faster than intelligence works faster when you are steadfast in your knowingness that everything is being worked out. I only have to continue to stay hopeful and hold on to joy, be patient through this affliction because I know that it's being worked out, beloved. Tell that little douchebag voice to pipe down. So somebody could really be talking to themselves, like your thoughts could be doing something in terms of how they're rolling around in your mind and what are they saying to you, casting, doubt on, your resolution, on the solution. It could even be limiting the solution, right? It has to work out this way. If it's not done like that, then it's not going to be right, right? But the infinite intelligence has infinite creativity. It could work out in so many other different ways that you may not be aware of. When you slow your mind down and just let your heart feel that joy, the hope, and know that because I've gotten through before, I will get through this too. It will work out well for you. It will work out well for me, right? And sit in that space, then you allow the infinite creativity to work its magic. We talked about magic and miracles. It will happen. Don't you restrain the universe by saying what must happen or how it should happen. Choose the path of nope today and carpe fucking diem. YOLO. You only live once, according to that. But I'm saying nope, double nope, and a hard nope. Choose the path of nope today. No to overthinking. No to rumination. No to doubt. No to resistance. Yes to grounding. Yes to connection. Yes to witnessing the miracles that happen daily. I mean, look, blank, infinite creativity. Any and everything could be brought on this. We just don't know, right? It is like allowing the unknown to work, to be able to sit in that space of the unknown and trust that everything is going to work out. You want something over here? I see this one. This one. Yep. Bless you. Bless you. Thank you all for staying. Bless you, beloved. Look, solitude fell out. Solitude. It's like the third card of saying take time for itself to ground, to disconnect from the noise, ground and root yourself. Once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, that sacred witness that we spoke about, the right people arrive at the right time. Now tell us the Most High God didn't just say that, right? The right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or without chasing. Without forcing and without chasing. And I'm getting again that scene of nature to witness it. How everything is already been provided. It's already been laid out. That intelligence that's working all the time, beloved. There's an intelligence that's always working. And when we come out of our minds and allow the freedom of the universe to just work, without restriction, you will be at the right place at the right time for that resource to come in. They have the solution already, or that other piece that you need. It's already been laid out, like the way has already been made. We just can't get in the way of the way that has been made. Bless you all. Anything else in here, Spirit say no. we see creative block, right? And I was feeling that. Sometimes we create blocks or, just block creativity, right? But this talks to somebody who would be an artist, and I'm feeling like, the magician, not like an artist per se, but just like the infinite creativity of the universe, like how everything is brought together in this like incredibly artistic fashion, like the tapestry of creation itself that is woven together, that intelligence that's always working, right? If you are an artist of any kind, you can offer all work to the to can I say that? No. Omega. Offer all work to the Omega, making it its alone. I offer this for the highest good to the benefit of the whole. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. And that's the part I was really getting. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need it. And I'm feeling like we in our minds, we kind of think about it, and it could be subconsciously, right? It could be beliefs, things that we carry with us, things that we've learned, since childhood or through events or how we've had to persevere through certain things, taking on so much personally. We kind of build up these belief systems, and it may be something in that actually causes creative blocks. And when I mean creative, not you as just the artist, but even how you call your life and how you see the infinity or the infinite creativity unfolding, we can block that by being in our own mind. How we, have a sense of self doubt, how there's a sense of controlling, like it has to open up or flow this way, or I have to do it for self, or I have to carry this all by myself, and unable to be vulnerable and speak out when we need help and when we need assistance. Even if you are just calling it out onto the Most High God, into the ether, and how you are saying it, speak it from a place of knowing that it has already been done. And I think that's where the joy comes in, because we celebrate, and knowing that the way has already been made. When you sit in that place, you're like, you know what, I thank the Most High God for already doing it. I know you done already worked it out. It helps us to hold on to that spirit of joy, right? To have joy and to be hopeful, and it gives us patience in our affliction. When we touch base with our soul and spend that soul time and grounding, we are able to hear the Spirit speak to us, to give us that instruction, and to take the steps of faith and say, okay, you told me to go over here and such. I'm going to go this way and go over there. And when you get there, guess what? Somebody has already been put in place to meet you, to help resolve that very thing. And what does that do? It's testimony building. Not only can you be like, you know what, this thing was on me and I had faith, and then I touched base in the Spirit said, go here and do this, and I did it, and there and lo and behold was the answer to that which I was going through. You gonna tell somebody about that, and then guess what? They gonna do it too. They gonna follow that example, and they will do it too. It's gonna be right on time. It's gonna be exactly on schedule, and you are not gonna have to force it, beloved. You're not, and it's gonna come to you when you're doing something as simple as nurturing and nourishing you, taking a spiritual bath, sitting out on the porch listening to nature, watching the squirrels and the birds and everything, listening to that natural soundtrack, just really touching base. Witnessing, beloved, witnessing. And you will be a witness to something. You will be a witnessing and telling your own testimony. Anything else in here? You said no. Calmness. Calm down. Right? The inner divine is the. You're so good. You know that. The inner divine is the witness of all remaining still and quiet, even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. Quiet my mind, because I'm overthinking. My thoughts are running off with me, and it is causing a sense of self doubt and resistance, right? quiet my mind. May your peaceful calm take over. And that's what I'm getting. If somebody is sitting out in the nature, we just said watching the birds go by, looking and listening to that natural soundtrack, you can see how they are provided for. Everything is laid out. You can see the intelligence and how everything works, how it all comes together. Knowing that if it will care for the birds and the bees and the squirrels and every small thing, what would you not do for me? Especially when I can look back over cycle after cycle after cycle, and I already got testimony stacked up on how you done it before. It gives me the hope and the courage to know, oh, this is just one more go. It's just one more. I'm amazed to see how you gonna work this out. Yeah, yeah. I'm not anxious. I'm not worried. I wonder how you gonna do it. Oh, I'm quiet. You know what? Get up and go around such and such place, and you go around there and see exactly what you need. You could be talking to them about it. You know what? Yeah, this is what we're experiencing. But I know the Most High God got something that's coming. Oh, you know what? You know what? I just talked to so and so, and they said this. Go around there. And I bet you they can help you. I bet you they got what you need. It's gonna happen just like that. It's gonna be a mysterious shift, and you ain't gonna know. You're gonna be like floored, mouth to the floor. Where's that card? One more time. Most High God say it's gonna be a mysterious shift that's going to come. Personal growth can happen quickly and in ways you may not initially understand. This trial, this affliction is continuing to grow you, beloved. Grow your discernment, grow your faith, grow your knowingness, helping you to reconnect with yourself. And it even may be opening you up to a sense of vulnerability, helping you release some other belief system that no longer serves you. It's replacing it with something new, something different. And when you get through this test, you definitely are going to tell others about it. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. I hope this was helpful for somebody, that you feel spiritually strengthened and edified, lifted up, having some encouragement. We definitely feel encouraged. It was definitely some good reminders for us. And yeah, we appreciate you. We do. We appreciate each and every one of you, just like our first ones and twos. If you guys like the vibe, we pray that you subscribe and hit that bell so you'll know the next time we have a live session. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We love you. We do. We love you just like we love us, because we love the Alpha and the Omega that are always with us. The Most High is everywhere and it's in everything, and you can see it everywhere. You can connect to it by silently going in and sitting with your sacred witness, your soul. Spend some soul time with self on this day. To the next now. This one's done. Your girl Lati, Ashe.